got rid of that fucking sour-ass cream, dude. That nasty sour Dairyland. Boo, Dairyland. Die, Dairyland. Okay, that's a little much. Lucerne. Got Lucerne. It's all good. 2 freaking cartons of Lucerne in the fridge, baby. I'm riding the freaking lightning now, okay? Where was I? Come here. Right there. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking get her started. We got a little journal here to read. I'm going to use your crystal, my good sir. That did absolutely nothing. No music. Very cool. What kind of potions you got? Cure health. Cure health. Cure health. That one didn't go in my inventory the first time. Okay, check out the journal. The book contains many pages of close, tightly written scribbling. The earliest entry is marked Harvest and a Third Era 172. Don't think I've read this. I've been meaning to go on about the years in which each of these games are taking place, and I completely forgot to do that, so real quick. Okay, hold up a sec. This is where, okay. Arena takes place 3rd Era 389, okay? Daggerfall 3rd Era 405. Battlespire 398 to 405. So this is a 7-year fucking struggle here? How does that, what? Huh? Hold up, let me read into this some more. Yeah, it just says 3rd Era 398 to 405. How was that determined? Where is it implied that Battlespire takes place over the course of 7 years, dude? In the 3rd Era 398, Mehrunes Dagon collected his prize. The prince's forces, led by Imago Storm of Clan Dremora, mustered in the Havoc Wellhead, which I believe is an area I think that's the next level. Then rampaged through 2 other planes of oblivion, the Shade Perilous of Nocturnal and the Soul Cairn, before invading the Battlespire itself. So that happened in 398. Where is 405 coming into this? I don't know. I do not know. But we could be sure that this game at least starts in 398. As of the year 405, I don't friggin'... Who knows, dude? Who knows, dude? So I guess technically if we were to be playing these games in chronological order, it would have been Arena, Battlespire, and then Daggerfall. Which is kind of interesting. Daggerfall starts in 405. Maybe Bopshlopimus saves the Emperor in Arena, goes off to do some like mage monk sort of training in the Battlespire, and then he heads off to Daggerfall in 405. I don't know. That was a really bad sidetrack. Let's freaking continue with this. Where was I? Only the first few pages make sense. Later entries are incoherent and illegible. I just woke up. Literally, I got out of bed less than half an hour ago. In the first few pages, you learn the basic story of Khmer, Master Sorcerer, Summoner, and Direni Retainer, and how he treated with Lord Dagon, tricked him, and paid the price of his victory. Khmer, that's a G, right? Gragan was a retainer of the ambitious Direni clan. The Direni derived the bulk of their power from their traffickings with Daedra, a very profitable but risky path to success. Khmer was perhaps the cleverest and most ambitious of the Direni summoners. He dared to scheme against Lord Dagon and won. When his trick succeeded, Dagon was cast into oblivion. However, in the instant of his betrayal, Dagon struck out against the mortal who tricked him. Khmer's pact assured that he would live forever in his hometown among the happy voices of his friends and countrymen. Twisting the literal words of Khmer's pact, Dagon scooped up tiny Casely Island? I'm assuming Khmer's a Breton, so we gotta have sort of like a friggin' Gaelic pronunciation with some of these. Might be Casely, maybe Cakely, maybe Sacely, I don't know. Island! A small island off the coast of Northmoor, and hurled into the void. That's nuts, dude. All Khmer's friends and countrymen were instantly killed, though the sounds of their voices remained to torment Khmer's memory. Khmer was condemned to live forever, to grow progressively old and crippled with arthritis, and to contemplate the tragic consequences of his defiance of fate and fortune in cheating a Daedra lord. Jesus, dude! Dagon's fucked up. That was a little far, Dagon. You gotta fucking cool your jets a little bit there, sir. In the earlier, more lucid sections of this journal, you find other information of relevance to your current plight. Searching, I like to imagine that this is actually literally written out like this. Like, this is just exactly what the journal says. He's going that crazy that he's just completely separated from himself. Searching for details of Khmer's successful defeat of Dagon, you find the following. The armor of the Savior's hide, created by the Daedra Lord Malakath. Huh? Either that got retconned or I didn't know that, because that shit is from freaking Hercene, dude. This armor has the marvelous property of turning the blow of an oathbreaker. Khmer tricked Dagon into swearing an oath against the powers which he had no intention of keeping. The hide of the savior turned Dagon's titanic fury long enough for Khmer to deliver his own attack. I see. Gives you a little bit of resistance against a oathbreaker, which is a weird kind of enchantment, but I mean, I was about to say, like, Khmer made it with that intention, but he didn't make it. Apparently Malakath made it. I don't fucking know what's going on. An incantation invoked upon Dagon's protonymic, i.e. incantory true name. Unfortunately, like many of Malakath's gifts, the armor is a mixed blessing. It also makes its wearer exceptionally vulnerable to magic attacks. Oh! So one should only wear it for particular occasions. I've been wearing it, and I've been getting nuked and napalmed by fucking all sorts of Atronachs. Atronach's most foul. Dagon's protonymic. Chimera used Dagon's protonymic in an incantation to invoke a sorcery that would gradually drain all of Dagon's power into the void. Jesus. Chimera miscalculated, however, not realizing that Dagon's resistance could slow the draining of his power, even if it could not stop it. As a result, Dagon had the time to curse Khmer with the literal fulfillment of the terms of his bargain with Khmer. Oh my goodness. Rather than let his power drain into the void, Dagon cast it all into his curse. As a result, Kaesali Island was cast into the void. All its citizens were horribly slain, and Khmer was condemned to live forever among the ruins of his greatest ambition. So he's probably just sitting here listening to people, like the echoes of their agonizing screams for like just an unintelligible amount of time. My goodness. You also find the following details concerning the rituals of the Hunt. A chapel of the Innocent Quarry. Khmer believes that Dagon had Kaesali Island established as the site of the chapel of the Innocent Quarry to personally mock and torment Khmer. The green crystal structure was created by enchantments and is the only building on the island erected since it was ripped from Tamriel and loosed into the void. Okay, well now we know why there's like a tavern and everything in here. I thought it was weird a couple episodes ago going through here thinking this was like a Daedric Plain and going like, why is there like a town and a tavern? Well, because it's not a Daedric Plain, dude, technically. It's a chunk of Tamriel put into a Daedric Plain. The Spear! Supposedly the Spear of Bitter Mercy is used in wild hunts, could not be handled by any mortal or immortal save the one sanctified to the hunt and bound by its structures. God damn it. However, Khmer is determined that though the spear's power is great, it is not unlimited, and that certain enchanted items, for instance, the armor of the Savior's hide, forged by Malakath, are sufficient to protect a mortal or immortal bearer from its maleficent energies. Okay? So because I'm wearing the Savior's hide, in theory I should be able to still use this spear. I was under the impression that we are to use this spear to eventually kill Dagon. Kill Dagon. You can't kill a Daedric Prince. I don't know, maybe there's a different weapon we get further on. I'm going to continue looting your stuff, good sir. I actually don't want any of that. Sick! Okay, another little crystal for me. Bam. This one regenerated for some reason. Okay, let's go talk to him again. I read your journal, good man.
Have you reviewed my journal?
I just said that.
Have you any other questions?
Oh my goodness. That probably didn't even help at all. This is a lot of dialogue options here. Okay, we'll start from the top. Okay, good. Well, it does, just in case I'm in the way, it does acknowledge that I have the armor. I was kind of afraid that it might bug out and say that I don't have them, or that maybe there was something I glossed over. Thank fuck that's not the case. And I also have the spear case. Speaking of cases. Ha 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 ha. English. I'm just gonna dip. I'm just gonna say that. No. What do I want to say, dude? Because I don't know if any of these are just like a flavor text sort of thing where I can just like read these, come back to it and say what I'm supposed to say to advance the dialogue, or if all of these are just like a final one-way road. Because I'd like to know how to defeat Dagon, but I also want to strike a little deal with him. I want to get him out of here, you know? He was a silly goose when we first met him, being all crazy and shit, but then when you really think about what he's been through, it's like, that's not so funny, actually. That's really fucked up, what he's been through, dude. Also, sorry about my nasally voice. I always have, like, a little science lesson here. I always get plugged sinuses for some reason. Every single morning when I wake up, and I'm always nasally for like the first 2 hours of the day. Sometimes if I wake up and immediately start yapping about something, it'll go away quicker. So that's kind of the idea here. But it's probably not going to be the case. And I'm probably going to be really fucking nasally all episode long. It's what it is, dude. Let's just strike the deal with them. I need your help. I need your help. If I can help you change or end your exile here, would you be willing to help me?
I will help you. All I know or own is yours for the asking. And the one possession I lack in this world is my life. And that is not a gift you can give. Perhaps only Dagon could grant such a gift. I suffer from age and guilt. But not many mortals have bested Dagon. It's some compensation. I am lonely, yes. Perhaps a companion, yes. But don't waste thought on it. Concentrate on your plight and let me aid you.
Is he implying that he'd give his life to aid in killing Dagon? Is that what's being implied here? I'm really confused. Again, just woke up. Still waiting for my ADD medication to kick in. Also, I'm sipping coffee. Maybe they're both gonna fucking peak at the same time and I'll fucking get a whole IQ point out of it. I don't know. Maybe I think he's offering to like sacrifice himself in order to kill Dagon. How that would help, I don't know, which is why I'm doubting myself with that. Me big stupid, me big confused. Maybe this is worded strangely. Maybe I'm just dumb. I see. Thanks for that. Do you mind if we talk about something else?
Have you any other question?
How do you defeat Dagon?
I banished Dagon by invoking his protonymic.
Oh, good work. His what? That's his true name.
His protonymic, like a mortal wizard's true name. The focus of incantory magics. The short hair.
I see. And what, pray tell, is Dagon's protonymic?
Oh, I'm sure it will do you no good. Since his reemergence from oblivion, he has surely added a neonymic to protect himself against me and anyone else who gets his protonymic.
Okay. A neonymic is, I suppose, a new protonymic, right?
Close enough.
So tell me his protonymic anyway, just for laughs.
Lekelaga.
Bless you.
No, Lekelaga. His protonymic was Lekelaga, but surely that's now only half his incantory name. So, you see, it does you no good, even if you were close enough to him to invoke it in his presence.
Want to say, this game's writing, it scratches a lot of little itches that I have in my brain that a lot of games don't have. Just a lot of weird little obscure things. I really like the idea of a god or some kind of deity in a universe that has like a name that mortals know them by, i.e. Mehrunes Dagon, but then they have like some weird, like gibberish name that's like their true name, like Lekelaga. You know, I like the idea of that. I like it's like a bit of a Lovecraftian Elder Torah thing. Like they have some sort of name that's supposed to be unpronounceable by the human tongue, and then as a result of them having that, they just have something like really dumbed down for mere mortals to be able to pronounce. It's a fucking cool idea. Maybe that's not exactly the idea behind it, but still, I like the idea of a god having like a obscure, weird name that's like lesser known. It's cool, dude. I see. Thanks for that. Do you mind if we talk about something else?
Have you any other question?
I read here in your journal about the armor of the Savior's hide. Can I borrow this armor?
Of course. You'll be wanting my armor of the Savior's hide. When complete, it might even turn aside the menace of the huntsman's spear. Ages ago, I scattered and hid the pieces around the island to keep them from falling into the wrong hands. I wish I could...
Oh, he just cuts himself off a couple words early. You don't know where the armor is?
No.
Doesn't recognize
Sorry.
it, dude. He's nuts.
I wasn't quite right in the head when I hid them. Things are very hazy from that time. Here, wait a moment. I'll jot down everything I can remember. Take my notes and look around the island. It's a small island, and not that many places for an old man to hide large pieces of armor.
I see. So that's how you figure out the locations of it without using the walkthrough. You just do it in a little bit of a different order.
Have you any other question?
Oh, can a huntsman's spear wound the huntsman?
What an odd question. And interesting. Yes, certainly. But how would you survive the attacks of the huntsman's spear? Even if you wear the armor of the Savior's hide, it is only really effective against an oathbreaker.
Egahirn is an oathbreaker because he's not supposed to be holding the last key, which he's doing.
Have you any
Loophole,
other
folks. I see. Again, this game's writing pretty fucking decent. How do I get out of here?
You can leave. I can't.
Oh, damn, really?
The gate is in the Temple of the Daedric Rites, the great horned travesty in Granvalusa, the walled town. You need 6 keys to get into the temple, but once inside, the path to the gate is open. I'm afraid I don't know where the keys are, but I've never looked for them either. Not much point, for me.
Damn. So I wonder what happens to him once we defeat Dagon and stuff. Is he just going to be here, like, completely alone? Like, literally forever? Because the journal, from the way I interpret it, meant that he ages, but he doesn't die of age. So he just gets more, like, fucking decrepit and fucked up just endlessly. Damn, dude!
Any other question?
Dagon gave him a fucking fate worse than hell. I have the armor of the Savior's hide. All of it. Helmet, pauldrons, cuirass, gauntlets, greaves, and boots.
Yes, of course. You have the armor.
So now what?
So go get the spear. It's in a case in the chapel of the Innocent Quarry, the green crystal monstrosity south of the waterfall. You can't open the case yourself, of course. Magical wards and seals galore. But bring it back to me, and I'll have it open in a jiffy. Then I'll check the spear for traps, curses, that sort of thing. Can't be too careful with Daedric sorcery. Then you take the spear, and you're in business.
Right! Get the case from the green crystal monstrosity and bring it back to you, and you'll get the spear out. Make sure it's safe and give it to me. Swell. Thanks. Goodbye. Hello!
Have you reviewed my journal?
Yes.
Have you any other question?
Alright, filler, I got the case. I has the spear in it, right?
You have the case? Do you have the armor?
Sure!
Give me the case!
Oh my goodness.
Right. Just as I thought. Just like all Dagon's other little protection schemes. Just a few tweaks, a pinch, a deft yank, and ta-da! Open. Just like I told you. Okay, take the spear. Go ahead. Don't be shy. Everything is fine. I've checked it completely. You're perfectly safe. There! I told you, you're not even a little dead. Ha ha ha! Still have the old touch, right? Right?
Alrighty. Phew, you're amazing, old man. You're a high wizardship. Okay, I have the armor, I have the spear. I'm the man of the hour. The hare turns hunter. Oh, say, how does the spear work?
The spear? Oh, yes. You use it. You know, like grab hold and poke. Simple, really. Oh, and don't waste time poking anything but the huntsman, actually. Cuts right through huntsmen during a hunt. The ritual thing, you know, but sharp as a butter knife on most Daedra.
Grab hold and poke. Too easy, really?
Go out there and make me proud of you. I'm sure you'll do just fine. Now, if you don't mind, I think it's time for my nap. A lot of excitement for an old man, but be sure to come back and tell me how everything works out.
No sooner said than done. Goodbye, and thanks again, sir. I'm assuming I don't get too caught up in things and I don't get too distracted. I will make an effort to come back to him after I kill Egahirn. Now, scary thing. Let's look for this spear and see if I can equip it. Sometimes new items show up all the way at the bottom of my fucking inventory. You know what I need to be doing? Bam. Oh, wait. I see. This whole time I've been bitching and moaning about fucking... Oh, wait. Is that it? Silver. What the fuck? It better be with me in spirit. The Spear of Bitter Mercy, because it certainly isn't in my inventory. Okay. I'm assuming it's not... I'm all over the place right now. I'm sorry. Forget everything I said for the past 30 seconds. I'm assuming... the spear is going to be used in the same way that the dagger was used to kill... What was her name? I don't know. That seducer lady. or the Nocturnal, I mean, that's what she was, from the last level, where it was just we killed her in a speech thing. She died in dialogue rather than me actually equipping the dagger and attacking her with it. I'm assuming that's how we're gonna kill Egahirn. Hopefully. But yeah, no, I'm gonna make an effort to come back and check on Chimere after Egahirn is dealt with, folks. That's up here. I don't even have to look at the walkthrough for this part, I don't think, because the rest of the level is all in this little castle we were at. So, hell yeah, brother. Anyways, on the way there, I might as well do a little bit of yapping. First and foremost, as you may have noticed, I did indeed have a poll set up finally regarding a For Honor video. Probably not happening now. I always have a very bad habit, folks. I have a very, very bad habit of putting something off for too long, and then by the time I actually act on it, it's too late. When I first brought up that I was going to consider, to be fair, I never promised that I would do this 100%. When I first brought up that I was going to consider making a For Honor video, I was in the middle of a big, super, just hardcore For Honor phase, right? I was knee-deep in it, and it was the biggest For Honor phase I've ever been in. Usually I play the game for about a week, and then I rage quit, and that's it, and I don't touch it for a year again. This time I played it for maybe close to 3 weeks, and just enjoyed it the whole time. I initially brought up that I was going to make the video, or that I was going to think about making the video, I want to say 3 episodes ago. Whenever we first got into the Chimera of Desolation, which is the level we're in right now, I had brought that up initially, with the intention of putting up that poll then. I forgot to do that. And then I only remembered when last episode was uploaded, and now my fucking For Honor phase is kind of done. I think it's done. I think for real it's done this time. What the hell is this building? Okay, that's not where Egahirn is, I see. Yeah, no, I was playing yesterday, and I get to the point with with that game where it's like, I'll be winning. I will be doing the best on my team. I'll have 10 kills, 4 deaths. I'm making people rage quit and everything, and I'm still pissed off at the game. I'm sitting there, like, gripping onto my controller with fucking nerd might, getting pissed off, like, oh, I fucking blocked that. Why am I getting hit? Oh, I fucking parried that. Why does this game react to anything? And I'm winning. And I'm absolutely kicking everyone's ass, but I'm getting pissed off at little things, and it says to me I need a fucking break from the game. And usually when I get to a point with a game where it's like I need a break, that usually means the phase of the game is just over. Maybe in a few days I'll pick it up again, just to see where I'm at. Maybe, yeah, you know what, I'll try to do that. Sometime by the end of the week, or sometime early next week, maybe I'll pick up For Honor again, boot it up, record a bit of footage. We'll see where we're at. But, I don't know, I was playing For Honor and nothing but For Honor for, like I said, about 3 weeks. Didn't try anything else out, and then yesterday I got back into Cyberpunk for some stupid reason. I went from one shitty game to a different one. I don't know where Egahirn is. Ouch, 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 ouch. What are you doing up there? Get down from there, you fucking bad cat. You're not supposed to be up there, dude. Get off of that. Okay, whatever. I'm playing Cyberpunk for some reason. I can't go out that way. Why am I so small in this room? Why is this table so big? God damn. Anyways. Playing Cyberpunk now. And I'm enjoying it. I'll get into a Cyberpunk brief rant shortly. I'm gonna search up where Egahirn is, because I do not like aimlessly wandering around while I ramble, because no one's fucking watching this for that. Westgate Guard Barracks. Point Q. Egahirn's at the top of the tower. There's fucking Hearn behind me right now, isn't there? Oh, it's you. It's you who I said I'd leave alive, but guess what, dude? Now you're asking for it. Now you're fucking asking for it. What, can I talk to you? No. I was hoping maybe there's some sort of like, oh.
We are the lesser dogs. We drag the land to
Well, hold up. Let's entertain him for a minute.
Better greater hounds than the damned fire Daedra. Yes, you human fool. Yes, it's all their fault. You know it is their fault. You were there, mortal.
Okay, I don't care. I was hoping there might be some sort of, like, pre-Egahirn fight dialogue. Because I remember the wiki mentioned something about if you're lucky enough and you play your cards right, you might be able to talk the Frost stage right into helping you out or whatever. I think it's something to do with when you talk to the Dark Seducer at the beginning of the level, but I talked to her off camera. Ouch, a few episodes ago. And she wasn't of any fucking help. Like, I told her about all this shit that's going on with the Frost and Fire Danger, and she literally didn't care at all. So, I don't know, and it doesn't really matter anyways, because I don't really fucking care if these dudes attack me or not. I read that. Spell reflection. Okay. Okay. Anyways. I think, Whoa! What's that? Okay, well, I'm gonna leave that open, because that might be like a switch or something. Anyways, I would describe my relationship with For Honor as like an abusive relationship, and I describe my relationship with Cyberpunk as a toxic one. Meaning, For Honor is like 30% really intense love, 70% just pure hatred, okay? Pure hatred. Oh, is this where Egahirn might be? Yeah, I think it might be where he might be. Hey! This danger looks almost fondly upon you, but doesn't say a word, because he's fucking scared. Apparently he has nothing to say to you. What? I don't know about that.
Huntsman. I hunt you in accordance with the laws of the wild hunt. Tremble before your death.
He's got no fucking idea. I'm gonna move down here and hope I'm not blocking it. No, I'm gonna stay up here, actually. Okay. Look! I'm on my way to the Havoc Wellhead. I'm going past you or through you. You think you're invulnerable, but the secret surprise is that I can knock you so far into oblivion that even your kin forget your name.
How do you expect me to fall for such an obvious bluff?
Bluff! Because, as you may know, on this island is the only mortal I know who has ever bested Dagon. And guess who has vouchsafed? There's a new word. Me, the secret of your inevitable doom.
You waste your breath and my patience. Die, mortal.
Wait, what the fuck? Hold up. No, we gotta talk some more. No, we gotta talk some more, dude.
I am the huntsman. I hunt you in accordance with the laws of the wild hunt. Tremble before your death.
Look here, see, I have my own pretty spear of the bitter mercy. Now, one last chance, clear out or your smoke.
That thing? That wouldn't even fool a scamp. Well, perhaps. It does look remarkably like a real spear. I salute you. A magnificent bluff. And it will make a good tale at the feast. But now, all good things must end, including you, my pretty little hare.
Cope! Mallet head, I wish you could comprehend your doom. It would make my triumph all the sweeter. But dumb stones do not comprehend. Goodbye, huntsman. Oh, wait, what? Fellas, I don't have the spear. Oh, wait. No, I can't click on that. Did I fucking do something wrong, or did it glitch out? I looked at my inventory earlier. There's no fucking spear here, and that thing you see on the left is my javelin. Which I never used. What? Oh, there it is. I equipped it. We're golden. How do I switch weapons? I forgot. Hold up there, Egahirn. Hold up there. This isn't fair. Controls. What did I map to weapon switching? Something useless, because I literally never use it. It's Q. That's not very useless. That's a decent little idea there, Jesse. Good move. Am I? Yeah, I landed telling blow. Long blade increase. This is not a long blade, but a long stick. Yeah. That's right. Oh, that's kind of funky. Spear stays in place while I move, I see. Okay, gate key. Sigil of entry. I said sigil of entry, not that one. You know, I'll take that too. Geth sigil of entry. Lamp heads, dude? Flashlight heads, I mean, not lamp heads. Can I and should I continue using this spear? Is the question. Has the condition of it gone down at all? It's still at 100. Let's just mess around with it a little bit. Anyways, what was I saying? I got an abusive relationship with For Honor. That's right. It's a comforting thing to hear from someone who's never been in an abusive relationship. It's not tone deaf at all. It's not tone deaf and disrespectful and ignorant at all. No, what are you talking about? Anyways, like I said, For Honor, 30% love, 70% hate. Because when the game's good, when it's going good, it's euphoric. It's amazing. The highs are above the clouds. I probably can't do any damage to it with this, right? It only works on the Stankos in question, yeah. The highs are high, folks. They're so good. And they're good enough to make that 30% closer to a 50% at times. But the lows, that 70%, when the game's not doing what I want it to be doing, I bet you I can put those Daedric boots on. Okay. When the game's not doing what I want it to be doing, when I put in the input to block, but I just don't block, when people are light spamming me and I'm trying to fucking parry them and it doesn't work just because, and when I try out a new character and I'm rep 13 but my character's level 1 and people are like, oh, he's probably going to be good, he's like rep 13 and I don't have 1 rep at all and I'm just absolutely getting my ass handed to me. It's not so fun. It's not so fun. Not to mention, so For Honor, like every other competitive game out there, none of these doors are working. I'm just gonna hibbity hop on down, drink a little freaking slow fall potion. Like any other competitive game, For Honor punishes players for quitting matches, which is good. It's good because it's mostly 4v4, and if somebody quits and you have a bot on your team, you're kind of fucked. Not completely. You can muscle through it. I've gotten through games where it's been 2 actual players and 2 bots on a team, and I've been on that team and I won still. It does happen. It's not like, I don't know, I've heard Overwatch, if somebody quits a competitive game in that, then that like throws the whole game essentially. So it's not that bad, but still, it does have a serious issue with people rage quitting, and in order to get out of that, Ubisoft basically makes it so if you quit one game, even if it's the first time you've ever quit a game, you get a 15-minute penalty, okay? Which, I mean, you know, if you're gonna rage quit, sure, that sucks. Don't do that. But also, if I lag out because I was waiting in the lobby for 15 minutes to fucking find some players in this dead game, and in order for me to get a game, it had to match me up with people that are all from like fucking South Africa, therefore I have shitty connection with them, and I lag out of the game as a result of that, why am I getting punished? Why do I get a 15-minute penalty because I lost connection with this game that has notoriously awful servers? I don't understand that. So it's just got all these shitty little things. And after you play the game for about 3 weeks straight and nothing else but that, and I'm talking about like minimum of 2 hours a day playing that game. If I have nothing to do and it's my weekly little Sabbath, I'm all day long, folks, even after I've completed all my orders and shit. I'm gonna go talk to Egahirn. Come here. Just gonna see if he says anything. Got sick of For Honor. That's what I'm getting at. Take a break for a few days, keep playing Cyberpunk, see what happens. Maybe I'll get deep enough into Cyberpunk, I don't want to play anything else. Maybe I'll still be open to playing For Honor and making a little video. Cyberpunk, I have a toxic relationship with. The reason I say that is because For Honor's like a 30-70 sort of love and hate. Cyberpunk is a hard 50-50. Hard 50-50. What's up, dude? The old gentleman stands like a statue, but he's snoring away out on his feet. Okay, well, I guess that's that. Now we know. Cyberpunk is like, when it's good, it's great. When it's bad, it's stankin'. Okay? I am in what I think is a unique position of, I got Cyberpunk a month after it was released. I just ignored all of the bad criticism, ignored all the you know, people saying this game's unplayable with how buggy it is. I was just like, no. I was the conductor of the hype train, dude. I had a freaking first class ticket. I was up at the fucking front of I was in one of the cars in the front of the train with like a bar in it and stuff. I was having fucking attendants going up to me and everything. I was on the hype train hardcore with Cyberpunk, and I got it for my Xbox One, and contrary to what everyone else was going through, I didn't have a lot of bugs. I didn't have a lot of bugs in that game. Nothing game-breaking. I should correct myself there. It did crash occasionally, of course, but never nearly as much as, like, Skyrim crashes. So, you know, being someone who's, like, a hardcore Bethesda fanboy, going into Cyberpunk, I was like, this is a cakewalk. I've dealt with more fearsome fucking enemies than you. I've dealt with mud crabs more fearsome than you, Cyberpunk. So yeah. As far as bugs go, I didn't really have much of an issue with Cyberpunk. I didn't get anything game-breaking, which is pure luck. I was playing on the Xbox One. It should have been a horrible, nasty, terrible bug fest. It wasn't. I didn't get, like, issues where some character got stuck in a wall and then I had to reload a save or start a new game because that was, like, someone who was related to a mission or something. Nothing like that ever happened. I got my keys! Okay. Oh my goodness. I just got weird shit, like, I don't know, someone's arm disappearing for a couple seconds, or somebody walking through a door that wasn't open, just like innocent little things that you can laugh off and they, at worst, take you out of the immersion briefly. I didn't get anything bad. That better be able to come back down, oh fuck. I didn't even get that one glitch that, like, everyone else seemed to get on launch, where you'd be inside of a building and, is this an elevator? Oh, you're fucked now. That glitch where people would be inside of a building at the beginning of the game. So, like, if you do the Nomad start, for example, where you start inside of a garage, there's this weird glitch where people would be able to see the trees outside through the walls inside. Here's a clip of that, because that was a really bad explanation.
Alright, so we just hot-wired the car. Time to get in it. Oh, what is that? Oh, no!
Weird as hell glitch. I've never seen anything like that in a game before. I don't know how that works, but yeah, I didn't even get that. And, like, every YouTuber that I was watching who got the game at launch was getting that glitch, so I don't know. What I did get, though, was this just... To this day, even though I have it fixed now, I still can't describe what it is. Cyberpunk had this weird, just like, X factor with just how it feels. I don't know, and I've talked about this briefly, I think during my Daggerfall playthrough, or maybe my Arena playthrough even, where Cyberpunk is like, sometimes my joysticks felt too sensitive, sometimes they didn't feel sensitive enough, sometimes it felt like the frame rate was kind of weird, but like by a fraction of a frame, if that makes sense. Like, there was some weird like X factor going on. Oh, I just got through. Okay. Like, everything felt weird in the game. Combat felt very strange, and again, I have a hard time trying to describe it. I don't really know what to say. Like, combat felt weird, driving felt weird, even just walking felt weird. What I would end up doing was I would just, like, mess around with the sensitivity, and then just through coping, I would eventually be like, it's good enough, it feels fine, when in reality it just felt different, and I thought that that was an improvement, because I'd be messing around with the settings for a really long time, and I just got, like, mentally fatigued from doing that. And then, Cyberpunk phase would end, I'd come back to the game a year later, be like, oh fuck, this game still feels weird, what's going on? Yesterday, I cracked when I was playing it. I was like, there has to be something crazy going on with this, because I see clips sometimes of people doing just like MLG shit in Cyberpunk that I think to myself, like, if I would never be able to do that, just because the game has this weird, like, just this weird, unexplainable, janky feeling about it. The same sort of feeling like if you were to wake up tomorrow morning and look in the mirror and your eyes were like 2% further away from each other than they usually would be. You wouldn't notice that that was the issue at first. You'd be sitting there staring at your face for like 5 minutes going like, something isn't right here. For sure, 100%. I just have no clue what it is. Like, that's what playing Cyberpunk felt like to me, gameplay-wise. And again, had it since launch pretty much. So this was a long-ass time of me playing the game like this, and just assuming, I might just get used to it at some point. But yesterday, my first thought was like, it has to be something with my control scheme. Whatever CD Projekt Red decided was the default control scheme for this game, whatever it is, bad move. I don't know what, but whatever it is, bad move. So I went online, and I just kind of vaguely searched up, like, Cyberpunk best control scheme. I was like, surely there's some sort of, like, baseline that people that are huge fans of this game, there's probably some sort of baseline of a control scheme that they all just kind of, like, decide is best. And there is! I went onto Reddit, and I found this big fucking post that somebody made, and it was just like every individual tick in the game's controls that you can adjust. And I went and did that and saved it, backed out of the pause menu, and the game felt real freaking nice. Played for another hour, and something still felt off. Something still felt off. But now that I got half of the issue out of the way, I could tell what the other half was. There's something about the frame rate. Something about the frame rate is freaking weird. Something was just jittery about it. You know, I'd be walking down the street and like characters are just kind of jitter in like a hardly noticeable way. And something still felt that just a tiny little bit unresponsive or over-responsive. So I knew that only half of my problem was fixed. But again, now I knew it must be something to do with the frame rate. Do I have enough points to put into personality here? No. Okay, we're going fucking 100 strength. Actually, don't want to do that. What was my strength at... Or my hand-to-hand at to begin with. What was it? Fucking 89? Okay. 95 maybe? And then a couple points there. I think that might be decent, maybe. Anyways. So I'm like, yeah, it's gotta be something to do with my frame rate, right? We got through that shit without any corrupt saves. Can you believe it? I can't. I can't. Can I talk to this fella? I can't.
Manning, as promised, for our sport. Very good.
Your hunt's over, dude. The last hern who thought I looked like good sport is steering? Sterning? Sterning. That does say sterning. Or steaming. Oh, I see. That's just a weird looking in. The last hern who thought I looked like good sport is steaming in the abyss, clown. You know Egahirn?
Yes. Yes, Egahirn is our oathkin play brother. Lapmate and lipfast. What of him?
He fancied himself a huntsman, but he misjudged the hare. I just poked him with the spear of bitter mercy, and I think he'll be bouncing around the cruel dark and deep for quite a while. So anyone else here fancy a wrestle? He does, doesn't he? He does, okay. So yeah, I figure it must be something with the frame rate. I searched up how to, like, bring up the GeForce or whatever it is, NVIDIA. This thing. What is it? Hold up. Alt-R, right? Yeah, this little guy up here. See that fella up there? That fella. I searched up how... Oh, now it's not going away. Now it's not going away. It's out of frame. I got these black borders on the side of my game for some reason. That can just stay there, I guess. Anyways, I didn't know how to bring that up at first. And I saw that the game was not only running at 30 FPS since launch, but it was capped at that. And I'm like, that's fucking not okay at all. Hey, let me save here. Whoa, thank you. Where am I now? Wellhead something? Well, shit. Okay. So I'm like, yeah, that's not okay. Considering I spent over $3,000 on my custom PC that I saved up so many McDonald's paychecks for a couple years ago. Something's going wrong here. How do I raise this? So I went into ye old Google again, and I'm just like, Cyberpunk frame rate stinky? Thoughts? And after some searching around,
Oh, look, an itsy bitsy eensy weensy toy, just for us to play with. Isn't Our Lady thoughtful?
your lady. Look, but don't touch, Gristlewit. I have an important message from Phaedra, and she'll give me hell if I get your fat, greasy juices all over it. So do yourself a favor and get out of my way, or I'll have to tear a hole in you big enough to poke a barrel through.
Oh, a message for Phaedra. Give me the message now, mortal, and I'll let you live.
Oh, okay, here's the message. The loot is in the deep, dark hole to the north. Extra double secret. Tell no one. No signature. You know what it means?
No
What the fuck am I
idea.
talking about?
Excuse me, I think I hear my oathkin calling. North Pit, you say? Yes. Well, carry on. Phaedra's throne room. Well, just ask anyone.
That was easy. The fuck was that? There might be a scroll I'm missing here. There probably is. There's always a scroll at the beginning. Google told me. I have a real bad habit of just like bouncing between game and whatever I want to talk about and shit in these videos. Google told me something about DLSS, which is like, oh, it uses AI to generate frames in between frames. I turned that on, restarted the game, fucking smooth. Zero complaints whatsoever about Cyberpunk's gameplay. Finally, all these years later, the game feels good, and I was playing it on dogshit diarrhea mode since launch. I don't know why. It's the same thing with this graphics card. When I was having all these issues with Skyrim, and then my friend was just like, hey, maybe plug your monitor into the graphics card, not the fucking motherboard, dumbass. And I was like, oh, playing for over a year like that. I don't see a scroll back there, by the way. So who knows, dude? I'm not the brightest. I got a lot to learn when it comes to computers. It be how it be. But yeah, Cyberpunk's going good now. It's still Cyberpunk, though. I've mentioned before the issue with that game that nobody... Let's talk to you real quick.
Does my form please you? Would you taste of its delights?
It's the first time a seducer's acting like a seducer. Okay, I'm just gonna read out the middle option because that's the weirdest fucking shit I've ever seen. Ugh. Insert fucking Coomer over my face cam. Warm, soft, salty skin, hot, hairy, happy smells, right here. Normally I prefer long courtship, but what the heck? Let's do what the monkeys do. Ew, bro! My goodness. Maybe I can have an alliance with them again like I have for like, I think 2 levels now. I've had some sort of a truce with the seducers. What's your game? What are your interests here? Who do you serve? Make your play. Can we share a side or play both against the middle?
My game is deep, mortal. Too deep for you. Just stay out of it and away from me if you know what's good for you.
I don't have any... Is the exit thing hidden again? Yes. Okay. I'm not gonna act like this game's budget is any higher than it is. There needs to be some level of fairness here. Should have got a different voice actor for that. That lady... It sounds like an old lady, bro. These seducers are gilfs, and I'm not here for it. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Cyberpunk is still Cyberpunk. The issue that nobody talks about that game is, boy howdy, does it ever have some cringe as fuck dialogue at times. I mean, it's bad. It's bad. And it's sometimes just on the voice actor's part, sometimes on voice directing. Keanu Reeves definitely did not have good directing for some of his lines. They fucked him up bad. The one example I keep using that I'm just gonna talk to death is at the beginning of the game when I'm just making sure none of these are important. The first time Johnny Silverhand and V realizes that they're sharing the same body, Johnny pushes V over to the ground and then he's about to like punch V. And then V sticks their hand out like that, but then Johnny's hand simultaneously goes up, because again, they're sharing the same brain. And then they both, at the same time, in the most annoying middle school journal way ever, go, fuck, what the fuck? And it's the same thing I was ranting about with what's his name, Caden, the Caden follower mod in Skyrim. It's just... It feels like it's written by someone who just figured out the concept of swearing, and now they're trying to jam fuck into, not in between every word, but in between every syllable of every word. Like, it's a lot. It's really a lot.
By the dead and living gods, it is the manling alive yet. We must tell his lordship.
Yes, behold the manling and taste fear. Hey, where are you going? I said that before, didn't I know it? Oh, okay, she's gone. Sick? Yeah, no. It's overly edgy with the dialogue at times. Like, real fucking bad. Real bad. But it makes up for it. The game is also... Do I want to open this right now? I don't have the walkthrough pulled up. We're in the little exploring phase right now. I can't open that. Unless there's some hidden switch somewhere. Could be this. This seems out of place. I'm too far away. Too far away from what? What could you possibly be talking about? Maybe it was talking about that sword? I don't know. Oh boy. You know, at one time there was a puzzle that was unlocked by me activating a sword. Maybe that... Okay, no, that's just a sword for me to pick up. Daedric Claymore of the Merry Lumberjack. Okay. Cyberpunk is at times... I was just thinking about this last night. It is the most tastefully dark game I've ever played. It has its moments. It has its moments where it very artfully dances on the line between, like, just really, really disturbing shit and going too far. Like, it's just on the cusp of going too far. It's just on the cusp of, like, a horror movie that goes too deep into, like, torture porn, and you're like, okay, what the fuck is this? Like, it's not... I don't know, what's an example of that? What do we got, freaking... I hear people talk about the horror movie Megan is Missing. After a certain point, that one just turns into torture porn, and it's just like, this guy just wants to see teenagers get assaulted. Whoever made this, you know? Cyberpunk doesn't go to that point. It gets right before there and does like a breakneck whiplash stop, and it's so nice. It is so nice. Some of the quests in that game are just so perfectly almost too far, but not quite. And I know it's dramatic, and I know it's cliche, and it's just people say shit like this on the internet all the time, and it just makes you roll your eyes. But there's been certain missions in that game where, like, after I've beaten them, I had to pause and just kind of breathe and take it in for like 3 seconds and go like, damn, I'm surprised they got that into a video game. I'm surprised the concept of this was allowed into the hands of the average consumer, you know? I believe the only way for me to progress in this area is to go on what I'm assuming is a teleporter over here. But yeah, no. When the game has moments like that, it makes up for the crappy dialogue. It makes up for how I had to just do a lot of weird shit to get the control scheme mapped up right. It's good stuff. It's good stuff when it wants to be. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I just wanted to rant about Cyberpunk for a minute. Hee hee! Yeah. Been playing that game. Maybe For Honor will come back. Maybe it won't. I mean, look, there's enough of this Elder Scrolls bullshit for me to be playing, or for me to be continuing this series more than a year from now. Especially when we get into the more fleshed out, I guess, games. Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim. Those games, even though I'm more familiar with them, those are going to be long as fuck playthroughs. Skyrim and Oblivion could be like around 100 episodes long, even more. Because there's just so much to do in those games. And so much that I enjoy doing, too. I do not see myself bum rushing through those games. Where was that teleporter I saw earlier? I'm pissed. There it is. But yeah, and I go through like a For Honor phase like once a year. This isn't working. I thought this would work, but it's not working. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to pull up the walkthrough, folks. I'm gonna check out that door once more. But yeah. I go through a freaking For Honor phase like once a year. So, if you don't see a For Honor video soon, maybe next year. Maybe around this time next year, because it usually is around like November to January when I get into For Honor for some weird reason. I can't seem to open this. There has to be a switch in here. Okay. It was something to do with this axe. Kind of. Check this shit out, dude. Oh. You wouldn't believe my might. You wouldn't believe my fucking might. Look at this fucking guy. Here's a new fella. Here's a thumbnail for you. Hey! It's a thumbnail only if I can talk to you, dude. Come on now.
You are good, yet you are tired. Reserves exhausted, and we are fresh and very good. Those you have defeated, we are their masters, and greater by far than you have seen.
Wood. What? Anyways, what, dude?
Well, I do say.
Catch me, catch!